my loves. Happy Monday. So it's a new reading week. I do have mainly 2 books I'm planning to finish up this week before November ends. So this is the end of November TBR, basically. I have 2 books right here. First off, I have People Watching by Hannah Bonin Young. This will be my second read by Hannah Bonin Young. I think she has 3 books. I own 3 books by her now, including this one. But I've only read one, which is Out on a Limb, which I gave 5 stars last year. I love that one so much. I was watching a reading vlog recently of a YouTuber reading this book, and it renewed my intentions of wanting to read this book because honestly, the more I was going down my fall TBR, this one was like going lower and lower on my want to read list. On my fall TBR, I was like, my interest kind of dwindled down a little bit until I watched someone else reading this book and talking about it. And then I was like, oh, I love those. I love characters like that. So I was like, let me go buy a physical copy and read it this week. It's a good thing I watched that because honestly, I was never going to read this in fall. I was like, it's going to be one of those books I don't pick up on my fall TBR. And then I want to read A Steeping of Blood by VLLO because I started this one a few weeks ago and I don't want to have to restart it. So I need to just continue it very soon while it's fresh in my head still where I started from, which I only read up to page 34, which is 1 chapter. So I just need to go continue on from chapter 2 and the rest of the book to finish it off. It is a vampire haste novel, so I don't know if this one has a haste in it because the first book was a haste novel, but I don't think book 2 has any haste going on. Book 2 is going off of what happened in book 1, which I don't think there would be any more haste happening in this one because of what happened in book 1. But I don't know. I'm going in blind. I've already started off, and I don't know what's going on, to be honest. But I love the characters in this one. That's why I wanted to continue it and read about them because I love them. So, yeah, a romance book to read and a fantasy book to read this week. So let's begin reading. I've gotten up to page 24 of People Watching, and instantly from when I started reading this book, I love Milo's personality. Milo is the main character, the love interest. He's a guy, and I just love that he is more of the sunshine character in here. While Prudence, she is more serious and stern outwards. I think inside, in her perspective, she's kind of more nicer, but outwards, I would say she is more serious and like she's mean mugging all the time. She's always just looking at Milo with like a stern look, and he loves that. He loves that. Like instantly he's attracted to her and loves how she looks. He's an artist, so the day after meeting her, he started drawing her, which I found it so adorable that he was drawing her. Like he's kind of obsessed. I would say he's a bit obsessed. But yeah, I'm loving People Watching so far, which is great. The plan today is probably to read up to the halfway mark, maybe. I don't know, but I am loving it for sure. Happy Thanksgiving, guys! That means today's Thursday. I know. It's been a while since I updated this reading vlog. I've kind of been putting this on the back burner. It's been a busy work week for me, so not much reading has been going on. But I do have good news book-wise. I'm still reading People Watching, so I haven't picked up A Steeping of Blood yet. But the plan is mainly from the beginning, I was thinking that I was just going to pick this one up in the weekend when I'm more free. So, because it's a fantasy book, I like to sit down and take it in more slowly. So I don't want to rush through it during the week. Usually romance novels, I read them in 1 to 2 days. It's been like 4 days, I know. I might be able to finish it today because the audiobook says I have 2 hours left, which is doable to finish it in 1 day. But I'm currently cooking because Thanksgiving. I'm cooking up something, and I woke up really early today to prep and I prepped from last night, but I woke up early so I could put stuff on the pressure cooker and stuff like that. Well, let's get off the food tangent. But yeah, I have a lot to do today as well, and I'm also going to work later tonight. So I don't know if I will be finishing it, so I don't want to say I'm going to finish it today, but I'm very much close to finishing it. And I've been loving People Watching. I've been loving it, not as much as Out on a Limb. Out on a Limb, instantly I loved it to the point that I knew it was going to be 5 stars. This one isn't given 5 stars. It's more like a 4-star vibe for me. I do really love Prue and Milo. I love their dynamic, but I felt like they got together a bit too fast, in my opinion. I am just a slow burn reader. I love slow burn in all formats. Well, obviously romance, but in fantasy and contemporary romances as well. I love it when it's much more slower getting there. Granted, Out on a Limb, they did have a one night stand, but I felt like it was just that, a one night stand, and they built a friendship first before they even thought about being a romantic couple. They just both wanted to keep the baby, which made them develop a much more romantic relationship over afterwards. This one now, because Prue, she is a virgin, and Milo, he's more around and on the road all the time. And when I say more around sexually, they made this deal with each other that basically they will be intimate with each other, but don't take it serious, because Prue knows that Milo doesn't take relationships serious and he doesn't stay one place, while she loves to be more stagnant and stay one place. But girl, I see feelings. I am loving the relationship. So there was this one scene because Prue, she works in a grocery because her parents own a grocery store. And Milo's brother came in the store and she was like, should I act like I know him because she knows of him? And the brother is just instantly like, oh, hi Prue, I know you. And he invites her over to their family dinner. And Prue's like, oh, I don't know if we're in that relationship where we should be inviting each other to our family's dinner and stuff. And then Milo's brother called up Milo and was like, hey, I'm asking Prue to come to the dinner, and she's saying no. Why? And then he had Milo on speakerphone, was just embarrassing them both. It was just adorable. I love the little sibling dynamics as well. I want more from Milo and his siblings because they all went through it with their parents, which haven't seen their parents on page, which is good because they all don't want to see their parents in real life. So I love that they haven't been seeing their parents. So yeah, that's my reading update. I have been really enjoying this one, even though I've been taking it slow. I've been mainly reading 50 to 70 pages a day for the past few days now. I do have 120 something pages left to read. So that's why I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today because I'm more busier than the other days, which I was reading 15, 70 pages. I'm much more busier today. But I might just continue listening to the audiobook while I'm cooking, finishing up cooking. But yeah, that's my little update for today. And we'll be picking up A Steeping of Blood later this week. So I've read up to page 270. That means I have 70, 30. I have 52 pages because it's 320. Was it 324? I think it stops at more than this one. It's 329. Miscalculated, but less than 60 pages left in this one. So I might be able to finish it today because I picked it up started listening with the audio and reading along. And some more thoughts on this one. I was saying earlier that I don't like how fast paced the romance is going, but honestly, I think what I don't like overall, I realized this about myself, that I do not like hookup culture in books and like in real life too. So like obviously reading about it also turns me off. But yeah, it's a bit of like a hookup culture situation going on here, and like a friends to benefit dynamic. I don't like reading about those because I don't like it. I just find it icky. But because Milo and Prue is more like serious, even when they said that it's not serious from the beginning, I had this feeling like this intense chemistry between them two. So that's why I'm not as like put off by their whole dynamic that they got going on. So I am enjoying that. It for sure. Like it's still feeling like 4 stars, and I'm almost done. So it's probably gonna be a 4 star read. And another thing, Milo is so down bad for Prue. I just love that so much for it. He literally went on his knees for her. He's obsessed with her, and I love it. I love it. So yeah, those are some thoughts before I finish reading this one. But yeah, I'm enjoying people watching. Good morning, lovelies. Today's Saturday. I finally have a day off. So that means some reading time is going to be happening in the very, very soon future, which is going to be in like about 10 minutes after I do this update. So, I was reading, people watching, and I did finish it yesterday. No, I finished it Thursday. Yeah, it was actually on Thanksgiving that I finished it, which I wanted to finish it that day. So I did. And as I was saying throughout reading it, I did give it 4 stars. It was just a solid 4 star read for me. It wasn't too exquisite, but I did really love how Milo was obsessed with Prue, and I really loved their chemistry. So that's why it was a solid 4 star read, because I wasn't like thrilled all the way, but it kept my interest enough, and I did like giggle and squeal a little bit at some scenes between them, and I did love the end. I felt like the end, it was going towards that, what do you call it? You know what? The third act breakup, it was given that vibe, but it really didn't go through with it, and I love that because I hate the third act breakup. It's just it's in a lot of romance books, and we're kind of tired of reading about it. Even I, who is not like an avid romance reader, I realize the third act breakup is very common, and I don't like it. But yeah, it avoided it, and I love that. So I gave it 4 stars. It was very good. I loved it. So now we're gonna be going on to reading A Steep Enough Blood by Hafsa Faisal, which is what I've been wanting to read this whole week. I've been looking forward to this one. Hopefully, I love it as much as I love the first book, because first book, A Tempest of Tea, I really love that one. And it had a very sad ending, so I need to continue this one and see what happens with these characters. So today, I want to read a good chunk of this book. And I'm not going to say I'm going to finish it because it's very big. But I have until Sunday to finish this before November is over, basically. And I did get new books. Oops, I dropped the book. Sorry. I did get new books. This first one is called The Weird Bride. I don't know if it's young adult or no adult, honestly. It was a cover by, but I did read the synopsis on Amazon. I was scrolling on Amazon, and it got recommended to me. And I love how it sounded. I think it has fairies from what I read, but it's something about this girl. She can open any doors, but in her world, she's not supposed to be able to do that. And she's trying to get like, what was the name? It's something involving marriage. She's a silk witch, yeah. But oh, she's trying to get married to a weaver. Weavers are important. I don't think they are fairies though. I think I just love reading about fairies, and I'm just automatically saying that in my head. But it's weavers, which I don't know what they're about because I haven't read this book. It's the author's own creation, so I have to read it to know what these people are, how the magic system works, and all that. But I'm looking forward to reading this one in December because it's pretty, it's cute. It's like a little fantasy romance, so I want to read that one. I also finally bought Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I've only read her very popular book. I'll put a cover here. I loved it, but like not enough to continue the series. It's very thick, and like it took me a while to read that first book. Like I think I gave 4.5 stars, but like I was like, I don't think I'm gonna continue this series because it was just tedious work. Yeah, like and the more I think about it, I'm like, did I really love it that much? I probably give it a great star rating because I'm like, oh, I feel accomplished after finishing reading that long ass book. But at the end of the day, I didn't love it enough to continue it. But this one though, I already love the dynamic. It's like a professor student dynamic. Well, not a professor, it's a student I don't want to say student teacher because, well, he is training her, student trainer, yeah, student trainer dynamic. I love that dynamic, so that's why I've always wanted to read this book. But I heard that it was getting republished like traditionally, so I was waiting, and I really love the traditionally published covers more than the old covers, honestly. So I finally bought this one. Planning to read it very soon as well. And finally, I bought Real by Kennedy Ryan because I'm on a Kennedy Ryan kick right now. I read all her books in what is that series called? I don't know, the one where can't get enough. This could be us. Before I let go, the Before I Let Go series is what I call it, but it has an actual name of the town that they're in, the city they're in, but I forgot already. But yeah, these are 3 books I bought recently. I stay dropping books. My bad. I should have known. It's a paperback. But yeah, these are 3 books I bought recently. I didn't try to make some matcha my way with ingredients that I like because I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't just be putting milk in there like that. But I tried the almond milk way because almond milk is different from regular whole milk, but I didn't like it. I heard that you can do vanilla almond milk. I'm gonna try that next. But for now, what I did is use this thing called Lasco, which is powdered milk, but it's a vanilla flavored powdered milk, which doesn't upset my stomach. It tastes good, but I still need to learn how to make matcha so that I think I have to pour the hot water on, warm water on the matcha powder first and mix it and then add the powdered milk because the consistency was hard to whisk because of the way I did it. So I have to learn how to do it, but it still tastes good. It still tastes good. And I'm matching with it. But yeah, let's do some reading today. So last night I got up a page chapter. What was that? Page chapter, girl. So last night I got up to chapter 27, Artie's chapter. I'm at page 254 right now in A Steeping of Blood. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not loving this book as much as I love book 1. But I feel like the vibes in book 1, I really loved it. But the vibes in book 2 is different. It's more darker. And I'm not really in the headspace for like a darker fantasy book right now. I still love Artie and the gang. And I love Artie and Mateo. I love that they're getting closer. Like Artie's trying to get a little soft-hearted for Mateo. Because before, that's probably what I loved about book 1 though. She was always so rude to him. Every time he will confess his love and like try to flirt with her, she'd just be like, get out of my way. She'll always be so mean to him, and I love that. But yeah, she's kind of softening up a bit, but also a whole lot is happening with the ram and the vampires. Like a whole lot is happening, so I feel like I'm not really getting the fun scenes between them, but I still am loving it, especially Jane and Flick's dynamic. I love when Jane and Flick, like, they were so sad because that one scene where they no longer were gonna have to see each other for a little bit, which is not a long time, but you know, lovers not seeing each other is gonna make them cry a bit, you know. So like Jen was sad and Flick was obviously crying. I was like, I am loving the characters. Like I love the characters. I'm not really interested in the plotline. Like, but yeah, it's a whole fun. That's how I met these characters, because of this whole plotline, you know. But like in book 2, I'm just not loving it as much, but I'm still loving the characters, so I'm still gonna read the book because that's what I'm gonna get with these characters. I have to read the plotline in order to get them doing stuff, you know. But yeah, that's A Steeping of Blood for you. I'm loving it. I'm over halfway through the book. I definitely can finish it today for sure, so I'm gonna continue reading it, and I'll update later on and finish off this vlog because I've been going at this vlog for days. It's been a very busy work week for me, so reading wise hasn't been great, hasn't been a lot of books being read. I knew I could only read at most 2 books this week because of that. That's why I chose a big book and a smaller book to read this week, and the smaller book, turns out it took me longer to read. Like the big book, I'm gonna be end up reading in 2 days compared to the smaller one 4 days. I should have did the other way around, honestly. But it is what it is. I hope you guys still enjoyed watching me read these books though. So yeah, let's continue reading A Steeping of Blood. This ending. Why would she do that? I honestly was just, I kept reading because I was like, no way, no way. But yes, there is no third book. This is the finale. So obviously, yes, that happened. I'm still processing because I just finished. Oh, I'm stressed now. I'm stressed. This is the thing. This is the risk you take reading fantasy books. The authors are cruel to their characters, I tell you. Oh my goodness. I love it and hate it, especially when it's my favorites. But as you can see, guys, I just finished reading A Sleep in the Flood. I finished it, or did it finish me? Like, it was a great book. It was a great book. I had, granted, as I said, I wasn't that invested in the plot line, but honestly, the last 100 pages, I was like invested. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't let my favorites, anything dangerous happen to my favorites. Obviously, a lot of dangerous stuff happened, and obviously the ending was cruel, so you know, things didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Oh my goodness, RT, she went through it. She went through it. But at least she and Jin survived. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. At least she and Jin, they're the brothers, the two siblings. At least they made it through. And I really love that Artie and Jin, they formed this bond, this sibling bond. And they, like, Jin is like, that's my sister, and Artie's like, that's my brother. Even though they're not blood related, I love that they found family in each other. And the whole storyline where Artie found Jin when his house was on fire, and she protected him and went on to take care of him for like what, 8 years, and now they're these badass people that own a tea shop that is also a blood house for vampires to go and drink blood. It was so good. It was so good. I don't know, but it's not a 5 star like the first book. The first book I just loved it more, but this one I did love it too. So I'm like, what should I give it? Maybe 4.5 stars. Because most of my way through reading it, I was thinking that it's gonna be a solid 4 star, but no, the last 100 pages, I was really invested in the last 150 pages of this book, so my rating started going up from there. And then the ending, even though it was cruel, I love those endings. I just love to be hurt, okay? So I think a solid 4.5 stars is what I'm gonna be rating this one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna rate it. It was great. I love that it didn't disappoint. It didn't disappoint. I thought it would disappoint since I was a bit bored with some point of the book with the plotline, but like the more I kept reading, the more I was like, I'm invested. And obviously, I love the characters, so yeah, I stuck around because I already love the characters. It's just that ending. I didn't see that coming. Not gonna lie, I didn't see it coming at all, at all. Ugh. And then Flick too. I love Flick so much. I love that she went from like this very demure, afraid girl to like more confident and more like sly, and especially Jin influenced her a whole lot, and I love the relationship she developed with Jin as well. And honestly, I love how it ended because you could like basically see these characters enjoying their lives from now on, and I can imagine what they could be doing now after all that event of what happened. And I love what they gave to the villain in this book. Well deserved. Well deserved. It was so much more better. But yeah, that's me finishing up A Steeping of Blood. So this week, reading vlog is all over and done with. I read 2 books, 2 great books, 2 wonderful books, and I'll be looking forward to next week's reading vlog. What would I be reading next week? Don't know yet, but I do have an idea. I do have an idea. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye for now.